Hello and welcome. This is the Thursday, October 23rd edition of Titan TV News. I'm Steve Santucci.
And I'm Gina Blaskie.
We are here. Homecoming weekend just ended, and I had a great time. Went to a couple things. Second City, football game. How about you?
I went to the football game, and I had a lot of fun, and it was really cool seeing the alumni walking around campus, too. So.
Yeah, definitely a lot more lively than any normal weekend. So hope you had a great time. But here is the upcoming news you should be looking out for throughout the week.
From October 20th to the 26th, I will be running the program Alcohol Awareness Week to promote alcohol awareness and safe drinking on campus. The RSO SOCA, or Students Organizing Campus Awareness, is also hosting a table in the CNS atrium on Thursday and in the dugout on Friday from 11 to 1 to further promote the message of safe and responsible drinking.
Evelyn Chapel's Religiosity program will be on Thursday, October 23rd from 4 to 5 p.m. All students are welcome to come to Evelyn Chapel for late afternoon coffee, cookies, and conversation about the spiritual life and culture here on campus. Feel free to bring any questions you've got about faith or life in general. Students from religious and non-religious traditions are free to attend and offer their answers to the big questions being posed.
The Neil LaBute play from 2001, The Shape of Things, will be running from Thursday, October 23rd to Sunday, October 25th in the Lab Theater. The play centers around a modern retelling of the story of Adam and Eve through the lives of 4 college students who become emotionally and romantically intertwined. The play promises to explore the themes of power within human relationships, as well as the ethics involved in the relationships of art and life. Tickets are available for $2 in the McPherson Theater.
Academic advising for your next semester at IWU will be beginning from now until Friday, October the 31st. So, be sure to check your emails and schedule a time to meet with your advisors. Don't want to forget about that.
Definitely not. On Friday, October 24th, starting at 8 p.m., Jen Kober returns for an encore performance at Hanson Student Center. Since her visit to IWU in 2012, Kober has appeared in television sitcoms, has had roles in 3 movies, and in March 2014 released her new comedy album, Homegrown. Her television credits include guest spots on Fox's The Mini Project and FX's Anger Management starring Charlie Sheen. Kober has a reputation for her original blend of stand-up storytelling and improvised rock and roll comedy. Her comedy is phenomenally funny as she commands the stage and dares the audience not to laugh.
Ooh, sounds fun.
I'm a huge fan of The Mini Project, so I'll be there.
Okay, nice, nice. Also, on Friday, running from 4 to 5 p.m. in CNS C101, Dr. Steve Pratt from Argonne National Labs will be speaking on photoabsorption and photoionization dynamics of stable molecules and radicals, hosted by Assistant Professor of Chemistry Minori Pereira. Refreshments will also be served at 3:45.
On Saturday, October 25th, starting at 8 p.m. in the Shirk Center, Nick Offerman of Parks and Recreation will be arriving on campus. Tickets to the event are free with an IWU student ID. Up to 2 guests can come with each student as well, but said tickets will need to be picked up beforehand. A link in the description will offer more details. Offerman has starred most notably in the NBC's Parks and Recreation, We're the Millers, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and more. He's an Illinois native and grew up in Minooka. It should be a great show with stand-up and possibly a little music.
Antonio Gutierrez of Albany Park in Chicago will be representing the Chicago and Mexico Solidarity Network as he gives a talk entitled Undocumented, Unafraid, Unapologetic. The talk will take place on Monday, October the 27th, and will start at 7 p.m. in the Beckman Auditorium. The talk centers around the lives of undocumented Mexican immigrants living in Chicago and how national administration can change to better support incoming immigrants.
As part of the Career Center Speaker Series, on Tuesday, October the 28th, running from 7 to 8 p.m. in the Welcome Center Auditorium, students are invited to meet alumni in their field and discover the secrets to success and maybe even learn from their mistakes. Join your fellow students for this Alumni Speaker Series and network with some IWU alums.
IWU alumna Kristen Fields will be visiting campus to discuss her work experience at the Weber Shandwick Public Relations firm and about how students can use their majors to start a career in the public relations field. Kristen Fields' talk will be enlightening whether your major is English, business, psychology, or anything else in between. Kristen Fields graduated from Illinois Wesleyan University in the spring of 2012 with a degree in English writing. She currently lives in Chicago and works as a digital associate at Weber Shandwick, a global public relations agency. Kristen specializes in digital communications, including content creation and management, real-time marketing, influence management, and social media strategy. The event is sponsored by IWU's Sigma Tau Delta English Honors Society. And now into more recent global news that's happened in the past week or so. We go now to a section written by our very own Alex Stojan.
The Sunni extremist group ISIS, which has rapidly been capturing large swaths of land in Iraq and Syria and unleashing a wave of terror, may have finally met their match. Kurdish fighters in the Syrian-Turkish border town of Kobani may be able to repel the ISIS onslaught with the help of a new round of U.S. airstrikes. Unfortunately, while ISIS may be having trouble in Syria, they are now only an hour's drive away from Baghdad, the capital city of Iraq. We'll continue to watch how the situation plays out in the upcoming weeks.
Ebola, the disease that has the entire world's attention, appears to be spreading unchecked. The World Health Organization, WHO, has put the number affected at over 9,000 and the number dead at around 4,500. While this vicious disease has mostly affected West Africa, new cases have emerged in the US and Spain, raising concerns of a global pandemic. However, Ebola can only be contracted via direct contact with infected bodily fluids, so rest assured that your odds of contracting Ebola are basically zero.
Student protesters in Hong Kong have taken to the streets again, demanding democracy be allowed in Hong Kong. The students are upset on how they are represented in China's government, and they also want the right to elect their representatives. Their protests, though, have been met with violent crackdowns from authorities. However, the students have continued to take to the streets, and negotiations were held on Tuesday, October 21st, between the protesters and authorities.
Now on to some news with the Pope. Pope Francis continues on his streak of explosive comments aimed at changing the Catholic Church's spiritual doctrines. In July, Pope Francis said that the Church should not judge homosexuals. Now he has built off of that, saying that, quote, "The Church has a right to express its opinions, but not interfere spiritually with homosexuals," end quote. He went on further to say that women needed to play a larger role in church decisions. Both of these statements are revolutionary in the eyes of some Catholic clergy and bishops. Ever since being named Pope a year and a half ago, Pope Francis has aimed to change the attitude of the Church in order to be more aligned with modern-day beliefs.
And now for some national news. We have the 2014 midterm elections coming up. They are taking place November 4th, and it's rapidly approaching, and it's going to be an important round of elections. In many states, Democrats and Republicans are fighting for control of state legislators. However, the real battle is in Congress. Republicans are aiming to take the Senate from the Democrats, while the Democrats aim to retain the Senate and gain back seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. This election could determine whether or not the country remains in gridlock for the next 2 years. We encourage all students registered to vote to come out on November 4th to the Hanson Student Center anytime between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. to make your voice heard.
And now onto the world of sports. Men's soccer lost to number 9 Wheaton 3-0 last Saturday, and they'll play Elmhurst College this Saturday at 5:30 p.m. to try and improve their record. The number 23 ranked women's soccer team tied 0-0 in a draw against number 6 Wheaton last Saturday. They'll also take on Elmhurst College at 3 p.m. this Saturday up in Elmhurst. The men's football team disappointingly lost their homecoming game this past Saturday, a score of 7-2 against Augustana. They'll take on Elmhurst College at 1 p.m. this upcoming Saturday at home at Santucci Stadium. On other news on campus, it was cited by Malika Kavadi, a senior here at Wesleyan, that there were 11 quads girls, count them, 11 quads girls on the quad at one point. If you can top that, please let us know, because that is an amazing feat. For everything around campus, Titan Sports, and everything that happens on the quad with animals, good luck for this upcoming week.
That's all the time we have for this week's edition of Titan TV News. I'm Gina Blaskie.
And I'm Steve Santucci.
Go get 'em, Titans!